Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Saturday meditation. Welcome everyone in person here at the center, and then welcome everyone on the Facebook and then on the YouTube. Today, our Venerable monk is Venerable Pasura. Please welcome Venerable Pasura. Bow, bow, bow.
Good afternoon.
Good
Welcome to
afternoon.
Saturday meditation sessions. Is there anyone who come for the first time today in person, or are you regular?
There is one.
Okay, cool. So, since it's your first time to meditation centers, allow me to just briefly explain how to practice meditation in general, so that you get the idea before we started. So basically, when it comes to the terms meditation, it doesn't mean sitting still with the eye closed only. It basically means it is a skill to develop the state of the mind where it stands still, where it be conscious. So that what meditation is sort of an exercise that we can craft up our skills so that our mind can stay at one point. So that being said, the hard part will be our own mind, our own thoughts tend to be distracting, to be wandering all the time. As you'll be sitting here, you probably think about your dinner tomorrow, next week, is 10 years ago. So it's keep jumping around between places and times and people. So basically that's how our mind works. So that's why the first warning that I have to give you will be when you sit down to meditate and close your eyes and you feel like, I can't stop thinking, there must be something wrong with me. So you can just comforting yourself and say, there's nothing wrong with you at all, because that's exactly how the mind should be doing, should be working. It should be filled with thoughts all the time. Actually, there's a scientific research that we spend about 3 to 10 seconds in each thought before jumping to something else. So that's how randomly our mind moving from one thought to the next. So when you can't stop thinking, that means it's normal. Nobody can. So when it comes to the mind, there are two things we need to understand. Number one, we think a lot. Now that is something that you know. But number two is that we can't stop thinking. No matter how much we try to stop thinking, it won't work. We're just gonna keep coming back to thinking again anyway. There is nothing wrong with thinking, but thinking randomly and unnecessarily, that is not healthy, because it tends to be something negative first. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, meditation, just taken this way, we usually compare the mind to a monkey. So the monkey always jump, always move from one thing to the next, right? So when you want the monkey to be still, normally the easiest way would be put the monkey in a cage, because in that way the monkey won't go anywhere. Just like when we force ourselves to stay focused at one task, at one thought, or one thing, usually it stay there for temporarily, but it struggle. Just like the monkey, when it is forced to be in a cage, the monkey struggles so hard trying to get out. So if we treat our mind in that way in meditation, it won't stay very long. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be restless. So the actually easier way to treat the monkey would be if you give the monkey a banana. Just draw him, get his attention, just give him the monkey one banana at a time. Eventually, the monkey will be friendlier with you and slowly come to you instead. You're chasing after the monkey. What I mean would be all techniques of meditation are just banana. And the manner we get the monkey to be friendlier, to be calmed down, is just to slowly, gently keep feeding the monkey patiently until the monkey settles down. So that means it's going to take time. As a result of that, when it takes some time, one thing to do is just to take your time, take it easy as you can, one step at a time, to stay relaxed from the body all the way to the mind. Because since it's going to take time, it's just like you go to the cinema and you're going to be watching the movie, you're going to find the best seat, most comfortable seat possible to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie or enjoy your flight if you take the plane, right? just like meditation. You just take your time into slowly going to one step at a time from your sitting posture to be comfortable. You're relaxing every muscle, slowly ease up your mind before bringing now to apply the techniques. So that is the preparation part. Now when it comes to the technique of meditation, in these meditation techniques, we keep our attention at the point called center of the body. It is the focal point at the end of your breath. If you breathe down deeply and gently, you can feel that your breath goes all the way beyond your lung and it touches the turning point in the middle of your abdomen. So if you give it a shot, try to breathe and very gently and follow that breath and feeling your attention goes down all the way to the end. Can you feel it? Where it reaches in the middle of your abdomen and you feel comfortable, feel relieved, feel spacious inside. So if you feel that, that is the center of the body. So in this technique, after relaxing the body and free up your mind, take some moment to just observe that feeling comfort you got from the center of yourself. And since our monkey mind tend to be moving around after some point, what we do to keep it there is to materialize our mind to an object. So what we use is two techniques. Number one, visualization. So we can symbolize our mind with any object that we are used to. It could be like the sun, the full moon, or a shining star. So these simple objects can be used as a way to feel like as long as I can visualize that image in myself, my mind is going to be there. So if you can just pick, like imagine like the sun that is in the sky slowly coming to in front of your face and allow it to go into your mouth and goes down as you're breathing in very softly and gently until it rested in the middle of your abdomen and feel the warm sunlight shining inside you. And observe that sensation. It doesn't have to be sharp or clear, just the feeling of the image is good enough. Number two, when the mind is really, really noisy, what we do is to use something called mantra. Now, I know mantra sounds exotic, but the mantra basically is mental recitation. So it works exactly as you listen to the song in your mind. Just don't keep changing the song, but pick a part, a phrase, a sentence in the song and just repeat it in your mind. You don't have to say it out loud. You just feel like the sound is keep coming, like you're listening to the sound inside yourself. Feeling it's coming from your center. Basically, the mantra can be any words or phrases that you want to remind yourself. In this technique, we use the mantra called Samma Arahang, which may appear in the guided meditation. Samma Arahang literally translates as perfectly pure. That is the direct translation. So it's just basically a reminder to get that to that state of the mind where it's become calm, clean, and pure. So if you feel like you want to use something else in English, like here now, peace and love, I am at peace, feel free to do so. Just remind yourself each time that you wanted to feel that your mind is right there inside. If you reach at some part that you don't feel like doing anything at all, just want to settle and relax, feel free to do so. That is good enough too. As long as you stay conscious and you remind yourself, I'm right here at present, conscious about my relaxation and comfort, that means you're on the right track. Now, the only problem that you will face will be wandering thoughts. So since I explained earlier about the mind will be thinking, then how to deal with it. So imagine if you go to the beach and you see there are so many birds, seagulls, they're flying everywhere. So you don't need to address to the bird. You don't need to talk to the bird. You don't need to ask the bird, what's up? Where you're going to go? What you're going to be doing? What you're going to have for dinner? Because if you keep talking to the birds, they don't go away. They will just make a nest on your head and lay eggs, which means there are going to be many birds afterward. So what you do is just notice that there's just a bird right there. And then return to where you're just gazing upon the horizon. Return to your seat where you feel comfortable again. You may notice other birds, notice, and return to your seat. So each time you feel distracted, each time you feel like your attention got away, just like that, return to where you feel comfortable. No need to shoot the bird, no need to shoo the bird, no need to chase the bird away because nothing works. The best thing is just let it subside on its own. So that's how we deal with the wandering thoughts. So these are the simple things that you can understand about the meditation techniques, from how to do it all the way to deal with the thoughts that will be arising during the sessions. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, of course. So if not, let's get started. So first, I would like you to stretch your body, if you don't mind. Start from stretching your neck, your arms, your shoulder. Just loosen up your muscles so that you feel really, really comfortable. All right. So then, before closing the eyes, take some moment to adjust your sitting posture. If you're sitting on a chair, rest both of your feet flat on the floor. Turn your attention to the feeling of the floor under your feet. Adjust your legs in the way that you can feel relaxed from your calf, your knees, your thighs, all the way to your hip. Rest both of your hands comfortably on your lap in the way that you don't feel tension at your elbows or the shoulders. Adjust your back just to be straightened up with your chin square, without feeling tension at your shoulders and your lower back. Release your body's weight towards the gravity. Adjust your body until you notice that your blood circulation can flow smoothly without feel like you have to force yourself at your seat, and take as long as you need to adjust your sitting posture. Gently turn your attention to your body sensation, to how you feel in your body, to the sound that you hear with your ears, to the breath that you are taking as you are breathing in very softly and gently. Follow that breath all the way down until it slowly turns deep inside yourself as you are exhaling. Let's breathe in again, gentler and deeper than the last time, just to feel every bit of the air that reach deep inside yourself. And exhale, extend your out breath a little further. Inhale again, even softer and gentler than before. Feel it reaches the turning point inside yourself. And as you are exhaling, let both of your eyes close very softly. Let your breath return to normal, and feeling relaxation around your eyes, up to your forehead, your temples, down to the back of your head to your neck. Let both of your shoulders naturally drop without any tension, and feeling relaxation goes down to your fingertips. Turn your attention to the feeling of your own body, the way you are at your seat. Let it be most comfortable way to just rest your body at your seat, If you adjust until you are comfortable, you will feel like you can stay still for as long as you want. And if later on you feel uncomfortable, please feel free to gently adjust at any time. As you find that comfortable posture, imagine or picture that you are sitting alone in an open space without anyone around, just yourself alone. Or picture yourself alone in the nature, like sitting on a beach or on top of the mountain or in the middle of the desert, gazing upon the horizon, feeling the gentle breeze caressing your body. Observe the surrounding space that extend all the way to the skyline. Make a feeling that you are on a vacation, away from the crowd, away from everything, to the isolated place where there is no call, no text, no competition, no demands, just yourself right there to rest your body and your mind. So from this moment, as you're on your holiday, you don't have to do anything. Just rest your body and your mind here in this large open space. Whenever you are distracted or your mind wanders off, gently bring it back to adjust your sitting posture to be comfortable, to relax your body, and to feel this surrounding space again and again. It doesn't matter how many times you need to return to the starting point. Each time you come back, you be aware and conscious of the present easier and easier. It's just like our mind can be compared to a glass of water that mixed with ink, with clutter. When it stirs very fast, the water will be murky. When you leave it still, it will take some moment for the water to stop moving and all the clutter settle at the bottom. So take your time to sit back, relaxed, and enjoy this moment of comfort. So gently turn your attention back to your body and relax every single muscle. Let's begin to relax from the top of your head and move it down to your forehead. feeling relaxed at the eyebrows, the temples, down to your nose, cheeks, all the way to your jaw. Relax your neck, let it be upright, down to both of the shoulders. Relax both of your arms, elbows. Feel it down to your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax your chest and feel it all the way to the abdomen, down to your legs, feet, until all discomfort is flushed away to the floor. Relax every single muscle from top to toes until you feel at ease, especially your facial muscles from the forehead to temples to the eyes and cheeks. Relax these muscles and your entire body will be relaxed automatically. When you are distracted, gently bring your attention back to the relaxation of your body again and take it from there. From that relaxation, and realize that you just sit here comfortably. That when we are already be present, as your body is getting comfortable, slowly free your mind from all matters and affairs. Whatever you have, feel as if you blow them all away into your surrounding space. Let out all the steam, all of the worries, frustration, anything that has been pressed deep inside. Allow them to be blown away. Just like when you are sitting on the beach, gazing at the horizon, and you just let the sea breeze blow everything away. Let your mind loosening up. And if these thoughts distract you in any way, just observe them like you watch the birds flying by. If you don't pay attention, just notice them and return to where you feel comfortable. Eventually those birds will no longer matter. So let your body and your mind be at ease, be relaxed from head to the toes. As you feel that sense of comfort, you may feel as if Your body is turning empty and hollow inside, just like a balloon, weightless and free. The more you can free up your mind, the lighter and more spacious you will feel. When you liberate your mind, you can find that true taste of freedom. Everything is light, open, expand. As you feel comfortable with your body and your mind, please gently turn your attention back inside, the origin of that comfortable feeling at the end of your breath. Let your attention be with the awareness of comfort at your center. Maintain your awareness with that comfortable sensation inside yourself as you observe it. That flow of comfort fill your body even more, from head to the toes. And you just let your mind, your attention be with that center's feeling, as if you have found the resting point. Your mind found its way home after a long journey, and now is here in the basin of peace, where everything is soft and gentle inside. Keep aware of that tender feeling within, and let the flow of comfort fill the whole being. Keep aware of that peace. If there is anything distract you, gently turn the attention to the relaxation of the body, your mind, and back to this center space again. Observe that peace. Observe the peaceful atmosphere that blanket your body, that comforting sensation that embraces yourself from head to toes, until every single part of your body become one with the atmosphere, with the air. Become very light, as if your body is melting away. Only this consciousness at the center remain. Keep aware of that comfortable sensation deep within you. Whatever is happening, let it be. For the moment, allow yourself to rest your body, your mind. Observe if your whole body is still comfortable, your face still relaxed. And your mind feel at ease. In that calmness, you find this sense of contentment where there is nothing else you need. Everything is just sufficient, complete, exactly the way it is at the moment. If there are any agitation or any urge, that means there is something bugging in the mind. And when that happens, just restart from relaxing the body all the way to the mind again until you return to the center where peace is waiting. As you have found the center, you may visualize a bright object to symbolize your mind. Imagine that your mind is like a warm, bright sun in springtime. Its light is so warm and is radiating from your center. Feeling this warmth all around you. Observe the sun shining. Be the sun within yourself. The image does not have to be clear or sharp. Just the gentle awareness that is there. Just to be aware of that comfortable sensation, like the sun is shining. Return to the sun when you are distracted and keep it there gently, softly. There is no need to do anything, just to be with the sun. And finally, inner peace will fill your mind. That's taste of calmness serenity that you feel inside of you, that is inner peace, the feeling that you don't need anything at all, is so content and calm, and is radiating this comfort all around. So keep it there comfortably, gently. Remind yourself of the sun with its light illuminating, bright, warm, and clear. Aware of the sun for just a little while. Your body is still relaxed. Your head, face, remains calm inside. Everything still light and spacious. Remind yourself of the sun with its light radiating inside. Just gentle, aware of its existence, of the light. From deep inside, from the sun that still shines, let the sound of the mantra echoing from within repeatedly. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, meaning perfectly pure. It is a reminder to keep the mind clean, calm, pure inside. You may use any words or phrases to remind yourself as well. Just feeling that is gently arising from within. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Feeling that it comes from the sun shining inside. Let it repeat until your mind comes to stillness, and this mantra will fade out into silence. Afterward, gently observe that consciousness and inner peace. If you are distracted, you may resume the mantra at any time, feeling it comes from your center or the sun shining inside. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. Observe the sensation of peace and calmness at the center. Let that calmness fill your whole existence, your whole body, making you feel more at ease with your body and your mind. As your mind is calm, gently turn your attention to your body sensation, to feel your face, your shoulders, and your hands, feeling that peace circulate from head to the toes, and slowly feel your breath as you are inhaling all the way to your center, and exhale. Inhale again. Take it all the way down to the very end of your breath, and exhale very gently and long. Breathe in again. Feel as if your breath is reaching to every cell of your body, and exhale. Now that you're more comfortable with your body, so please gently stretch your neck left to right. Slowly stretch your arms, your shoulders. Take a deep breath and open your eyes when you feel comfortable and stretched a bit more. So that concludes the meditation part. So how is going? Do you notice that your mind can be quiet at some point? It may not be completely like the whole session is 100%. You may feel like this intermittent of silence, starting from just a few seconds to 10 seconds to 30 seconds. You feel like that? So that's basically how meditation works. It is not about immediately stay silent, but it's the intermittent of silence between each thought will become longer over time. So of course, meditation is an exercise. It is not something to do and be good at once. It's just the same thing as we go to the gym. So when we go to the gym, we start to lift the lighter weight and building up the muscle stamina until we are able to lift bigger weight. So meditation is the same in terms of the exercise. So it takes consistently, take repetition until we get easier to bring attention back to where it feels needed the most. So I know that it's not gonna be like, like these sessions that you're gonna be going home and close your eyes and meditate 40 minutes a day. But take it this way that you don't even, have to start like that. You can start from 5 minutes before going to bed, 5 minutes after you get up, or just 1 minute many times in the day when you're about to start your car, your job, when you're about to do something new, just to reset your mind. Because there are moments that, just like your body needs coffee break, to just reset for a bit. Your mind also needs the same thing. If we keep working it up too much, it's going to be overloaded and we reduce our efficiency by doing so. So if we have some moment to just reset and close your eyes, take a deep breath, to just feel your space, bring it down to your center and be more grounded for just 1 minute. It could be 1 minute in every hour. That will finally sort of reset your mind and bring it back to, be more focused on things that you're about to do. So those are a few tricks that you can try at your home and your workplace. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Whatever you come across, experiencing meditation, the method, or how to deal with any hindrances that you came across in these sessions or any time before. So if you have any questions. So sorry when I looked at the right because my screen is on the right.
Anyone? You can ask and then he can respond. No? Hi, this is come today. Would you like to ask something?
Okay. Does it matter if you do the meditation at the exact same place, or you can do anywhere?
That's a very good question. But basically, you can meditate anywhere, anytime. Basically, you can just do that. But of course, there are some places that could be easier for you to meditate, and some places could be more challenging. For example, if the place is a bit noisier, more crowded, it might take more challenge, for you to settle down your mind. But that doesn't mean that it's impossible. So what you do wherever you are, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel it down to the center, and observe your surrounding a bit. Just turn your attention to your body sensation. So once you are able to just feel everything around you, you will notice the space between you and those noises, those distractions. And finally, when you focus on the space around you, you are able to settle down a lot easier too. So that's the trick when you do it someplace that might not be feasible to meditate. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but you can employ a little trick to make it feel at ease afterward. But of course, you can meditate anywhere at any time. Your house, on the couch, on your bed. There's no restriction.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions?
Okay.
One more.
Yes, it's difficult for us to concentrate for a while in the process, but how will you do with a teenager who is difficult for them they have all these thoughts and they don't, it's not easy for them. What would be the advice? So like my daughter is a teenager and I want to encourage her to do meditation, but it's always hard for her. So what would you advise for that?
Well, usually when it's hard because people put expectation, from, like I said at the beginning, they expect everything to just be quiet immediately. So finally they lost the patience to just keep it there. So actually I was just guiding meditation in Austria recently into schools, and they were just 12 years old and they could just, meditate quietly at least 15 minutes without moving at all. But what I did was that instead of just letting do just one thing, it's like stay quiet for too long, let them do a little mental exercise. So I asked them to okay, can you imagine the star? And imagine you take a little bit of stars and take it into your mouth and observe the star inside your stomach and guard the star, don't let it disappear, And afterward, let's see if you can look at the star from different angles, different directions. Let's look at it from the top, from the front, on the side, and then turn it up into a full moon, and then in the same thing, different direction, and turn into the sun. So that could be a little trick that she can do to just make it in, more active. Of course, it means that we, instead of let our mind wander into just random distraction, we create our own distraction so that our mind can stay with it, and eventually it will finally slow down. But of course, the first thing first would be you're going to have to encourage her to see the benefits of it. Because if she doesn't feel like she wants to do it, or she doesn't feel like she sees benefits in it, she's not going to try it at all. So usually I would explain that, there are times that we want just to reset and take a break. When our mind is clear, it's easier to be more creative. It's easier to just come up with better idea, better solution when things get really rough. So that we just rest and you can see better. So, explain a little bit of the benefits that, sort of compare with her lifestyle and her age, and so she become more convinced. Because if she's not convinced to try, no matter what tricks I tell, it will be useless.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone that on the Facebook and on the YouTube, you can please type in your question, and then we can convey the question to whatever. Yeah, I can see Kuntindana is watching on the Facebook now. Do you have any question? No. So we don't have any more questions. Please conclude the session.
So thank you very much for sharing this session with me, and I hope that you can just take it back home and continue to try it from there. And of course, if you want to convince somebody else to try it, explain the benefits that we'll get first. And there's a lot of benefits of meditation, from relieving stress, get better sleep, better ideas, better creativities. There are many kinds, and of course, no matter what you focus on, is certain benefits. You're gonna get it all anywhere as a package, and the rest is just take your time. It's about building up that skill, and it is something that everyone can do, but just one little step at a time. Don't make it too hard to yourself. So that's it from me today. Thank you very much for sharing the session with us. So see you next time. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you for your wisdom and your time. Please bow to Bourbon. Bow. Bow. Bow.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a good night in Denmark. He's from Denmark.